Jobcentre Plus supports job seekers who come into our offices looking for work. People looking for work across often the whole of West Yorkshire, so it can be issues with transport links, with actual shift patterns, with travel to work areas. The organisation is providing the reconditioned bikes for Jobcentre Plus customers, a cycle recycling Hebden Bridge and street bikes in Liversedge.
Street Bikes was set up 3 years ago. It's a non-profit making community interest company. We've given bikes to many different people. A lot of them do factory work, but there's been quite a few people who've started work at Fox's Biscuits, and one of the reasons a bike really helps is because there's no direct transport link. We gave a bike to someone who lived in Crossland Moor, and it's quite a trek, but he goes on the Greenway from Huddersfield, and he actually says to me now he's getting fitter because he's been in contact with me since, because he's asked me if I can source a bike for his wife as well, because they've both got into cycling through this, which is great. And everyone we've given a bike to is really grateful because we give them not just the bike, we give them the high-vis, the locks, the lights, and the helmet.
Greenway were about 2 minutes away from my house, and to cycle to work it took me about 7 minutes, so it didn't really cost me a penny. It was easy to get there with shifts that I worked. It's just easier to get about. I can take my kids out on bikes, I really enjoy it, and I go see a lot of my family on my bike. The scheme's helped. If I didn't get the bike, I wouldn't have been able to take the job, because it would have been nearly an hour walk, and it only takes 7 minutes now. It's been brilliant, and I feel a lot better for it.
Cycle Recycle is a sub-project of the Alternative Technology Centre, where we're taking unwanted bikes through donations from the general public and other sources to fully refurbish them to a high standard to sell back onto the general public. What we do, we just receive a call from the Jobcentre Plus when they've got a candidate that's been allocated a new job. This could be any kind of shift work or anything like this, which is difficult for them to get to work. Well, typically we've found that the job seekers have reacted in a very positive way and have been quite overjoyed in the bikes that they take from us. And the fact that we do take a lot of care in ensuring that they're fitted to the bikes correctly as well. You know, they're just treated like another customer ultimately, even though they're receiving the bike as part of this project.
Well, not only does it's the difference for them between being able to have a job and not, so they get a bike and can access work, but of course they can also use it in their free time, so it of course has benefits with their well-being and health, and being able to participate in the cycling activities that we have here in Coldsdale, which are only going greater as we have the Tour de France coming through here next year, and cycling of course is big news here, so it enables those people to participate in this as well.
We will start business as a self-employed with Brazilian food. Our intention is bring some Brazilian flavor to Calderdale area. We will be on the markets in Todmorden and Hebden in the beginning, and probably in the other place around. We will also doing some outside catering.
Heard about the scheme on the leaflets from the metro, and then we asked our job advisor Leslie, and she said she was gonna take a look, and then they phoned metro and they said, oh yes, you can have for business to deliver, so it was quite easy. The process was quite straightforward
and fast,
Well,
the benefits about use the bike is, as we said in the beginning, we like sustainable things, and it's cheaper, and we can use to go for anywhere. We don't need to depend by the public transport, and
we can do it anytime too. It's good because it's healthy for us. We're going to be doing the delivery and working out a little bit too, and it's great.
And have some leisure and pleasure.
And could be a unique point of selling to the business that delivers by bike, so it's good.
The scheme helps us a lot because otherwise it will be very, very difficult to run with the business as we don't have car yet. So I completely would
recommend it for anyone that is in the same position. It has difficult to go to work or difficult to do deliveries. It's a great scheme.
Yeah, sure.
Well, the response to it has been fantastic. As the project's gone on, it's sort of grown exponentially, as it were, to the point now where we know that the demand's there and there's no bikes left. So we're really keen to see this project extended and grown and thrown open to more people.
I'd recommend it to everybody I can.
And how about cycling?
Cycling's brilliant.
It will grow and grow, especially with the Tour de France next year. I think there'll be more people interested in cycling, and we are going to be the legacy, so I think we really should be involved and we can push it to make it work.